welcome to another exciting episode of In the Kitchen with Pampered by John. My name is Stephanie. This is John. We are going to show you tonight how to make nacho cheese sauce using your Deluxe cooking blender, because we are having nachos tonight. So we are going to start with 1.5 cups of milk, which we are going to add 1 teaspoon of taco seasoning of your choice. We are going to cut that open for me, please. Stackable measuring spoons that Pampered Chef has. They fit together very nicely in the back so that you can keep them all in one spot. Simply remove them. They're clear, so it's easy to see where your ingredients are. Add our 1 teaspoon of taco seasoning to our milk. Then we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now I will tell you that majority of the measuring spoons out there come without 1/2 teaspoon. But a lot of your recipes ask for 1/2 teaspoon. So you end up using your 1/4 teaspoon twice to get your 1/2 teaspoon. With this set, you get to do just the one time. We're also going to add 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. And while I'm getting this, John is going to prepare our jalapeno that we are going to add. Now we are leaving part of the seeds and stem in half of our jalapeno because we like a little heat to our cheese sauce. If you do not like any heat, make sure that your jalapeno is completely cleaned out of all the veins and seeds. Now I'm going to add this to our blender. This is our wonderful Deluxe cooking blender. This blender, of course, it works as a regular blender, but it also has several other features on it. You can make smoothies, which come out to be the smoothest smoothies. You can make alternative milks. You can make your own nut butters. You can make soups, jams, heated purees, and as we are doing tonight, you can make sauces. The best part about this blender is when you're all done, it washes itself with the heated wash setting, so no messy cleanup afterwards. We are going to turn on our blender and adjust our dial over to sauces. And when I push start, you are going to hear the loud blender in the background of this video. It is, if you put this on a nice sturdy cabinet, it's not as loud as if you put it on a hollow cabinet. Now just remove the lid and drop in the jalapenos, and it will make sure to blend that all together. While that is blending, we will come over here to show you our new cast iron skillet line. I'm frying up some hamburger meat to go on top of our nachos using our mix and chop. Now this mix and chop is really good for scrambled eggs, mashed potatoes, frying up hamburger meat. You can mix hamburger with turkey, or if you're cooking ground sausage, because ground sausage sometimes is kind of hard to break apart. It's really nice to have this mix and chop. There is a whole bunch of things you can do with this. I try it on all kinds of different things to see if it works well. Alright, so while our blender is working and our hamburger meat is frying, John is going to use our coated knife to cut the block of cheese in half because we only need 8 ounces. And then he will cube the cheese. And while he does that, I am going to open our refried beans to go on our nachos using our lovely can opener. Now, this can opener is really nice because it goes along the outside of your can. Put it on someplace that you can identify on the label, because it is kind of hard sometimes to tell when it's gone all the way around the can. Twist it around. And then to release it, you twist back one time and it pops right off. And then it has these little claws on it that grip the top of the can and pull it right off. And your can is safe to touch. There's no way to cut yourself with this can. The other neat feature about it, if you see this little hook on it, if you have a soda can or vegetables that have the little pop caps on the top, you just hook this under and pop them open. No more having to break your fingernails to get them open. So I'm going to use one of our scrapers to scrape out our refried beans. I love these scrapers because they make sure that everything comes out of your container. So you're not leaving behind a lot of your ingredients that you need. Now, while I get this started, I am going to let my husband tell you about this wonderful product here.
Well, to go back to the product that I was using to cut cheese with, it is one of our flexible cutting mats. It is the small one. It's perfect to take on picnics or put in your lunchbox with the small paring knife. So there's 2 different sizes and they are color coded to match the little paring knives. There's a ruler on them, centimeters on the bottom and inches on top to help you with your knife cuts. They're flexible. So now to the Spritzer. How you use this: put olive oil in it. In the bottom of the hose is a filter, so in your olive oil you can add whatever herbs or seasonings you want and it won't be sucked up into the hose for the spraying. The line on it is where you should fill it to. I'd recommend just to the bottom of the arrow. And how this works is this is the pump for it. You pump down until you start feeling resistance. The more liquid you have in it, the less amount of times you've got to pump. And now it's pumped up, filled with air. So you just spray it like you do any other spray can. And then main thing is when you're done using it, you want to release the pressure. And you just twist the top open a little bit. The pressure is released. And now it's ready to be stored.
One of the nice things about this product is that you can put olive oil, vegetable oil, canola oil, whatever your choice of oil is in it, and spray it on your cookware, and no worries about harmful chemicals for your family or chemicals that can burn and stain your cookware. That is a big problem that I've had with cookie sheets and using some of the store-bought spray oils, is that it builds up a film after a while, and then I can no longer use my cookie sheets, and I have to throw out perfectly good cookie sheets because there is a nasty oil film buildup on them. So this allows you to have a more healthier way of spraying your cookware. So while the base for our cheese sauce is continuing to cook, we are going to use our small batter bowl. This batter bowl has 4 cups. It is microwave safe, oven safe, dishwasher safe. The nice thing about it, the handle does not get hot. It's great for mixing small amounts in. They have a larger batter bowl if you need up to 8 cups. The flour I'm going to measure out using our clear measuring cups. Now the nice thing about these clear measuring cups is they stack together, they clip together for easy storage, but they also come with their own leveler. And if you are a baker or a cooker and you're using a lot of flour products or brown sugar especially, you know how important being able to level that off evenly really is. And they're designed so that you easily can slide the leveler up the spoon and get accurate measurements. The crystal clear color is so you can see what's actually in them. So now the recipe calls for 1/4 of a cup of flour. And I can see into it that there is no gaps or air pockets, which is really important with brown sugar. I don't use a full 1/4 of a cup because I think it makes the cheese sauce a little gummy and thick. So I'm going to put about half of that in on top of 3 tablespoons of butter. And then I'm going to microwave this. And the reason that I'm going to microwave this is you do not want to put raw flour in any recipe that you make, because raw flour will give you a gummy taste as soon as it gets any liquid. If you cook it a little bit, there's some chemical element that is way beyond my understanding that happens to the flour that allows it to cook without leaving a gummy taste. I'm sure there is an Elton Brown episode out there telling you exactly what that chemical is. Alright, so now that our hamburger meat has browned all the way, we're going to add our taco seasoning. And we're going to add 1 cup of water. And for our water, we are going to use our Easy Read measuring cups. Now what I love about these Easy Read measuring cups is that you can see the measure marks from standing straight up and get them exactly on the line without having to bend over and get eye level with the measuring cups. These come in a 1 cup size, 2 cups, 4 cups, and they now have a new one that is a small one that came out with our spring line that does tablespoons for you. So once I get all the meat mixed up, I will just cook this for a little bit longer to make sure the taco seasoning is mixed in well. And as you can see, I am using another one of the scrapers. These bowed scrapers can also be used as a spoon. They can withstand heat. They will not stain. They will not melt. They will not burn. You won't have discolored scrapers over time. And they're dishwasher safe. Alright, our right, and so now our flour is ready to go in our blender. When it stops, it will beep and it will say add across the screen to let me know that it is time to add the flour to it. And so now it has stopped and it says add, so I will remove the lid and I will add our flour and butter mixture to it. I will return the lid and press start to let it know that it can continue to cook. Okay, so now it has completed its cycle of cooking. So we are going to hit cancel. We're going to remove the lid and we are going to put in 8 ounces of cheddar cheese that we have cubed up. We are going to turn it to custom blend. Press our start button, which gives us our numbers. We're going to put it up to 3. Press our start button again and let it custom blend for 1 minute. Then we just press cancel when we're done, and we have a lovely hot cheese sauce that we are going to remove from our blender. One of our larger batter bowls to make it easier. This is one of our new spring products that they've released on March 1st. That especially designed for our blender. It's a skinny scraper that goes down into the blender to scrape out all of your liquid that's in the bottom. Just be careful around the blades because you don't want to cut up your scraper. Now we are going to wash our blender. This really is my favorite feature about this blender because one of the things I hated about making smoothies in my old blenders was having to wash the blender. So my lovely assistant is going to get me 3 cups of warm water. So we add 3 cups of water to our blender, 2 drops of soap. Do not add more than 2 drops of soap or you will have soapy water all over your counters. Replace your lid. Turn the dial to heated wash and press start. And it will begin to wash the blender. I thank you everyone for joining us for another exciting episode of In the Kitchen with Pampered by John. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Please like, comment, and subscribe below. In the details section below is all of the information on each product that we have used. Please check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and I hope to see you on our next episode.